My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. We have a monumental day upon us. The time has arrived. We have the first pro-Bitcoin president inaugurating into the Oval Office today. And as a result, I'm doing a review on his meme coin. This is official Trump. Right now, as I'm making this video, it sits at $51, and this will be a boss method analysis, and it's going to help you profit with the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, come on in, join the money team. The doors are always open. As I mentioned, we do have the first pro-Bitcoin president in the history of the free world inaugurating into the Oval Office today, and this man just released a meme coin which shut down the cryptoverse. We are talking about official Trump. That is official Trump. TRUMP. Right now is ranked number 20 in the world. It said Donald Trump meme coin Trump has become the 15th largest cryptocurrency in the world in under what? 48 hours. This thing coming in long and strong at 10 billion of them things on a market cap, and we're gonna jump behind the business model, the tokenomics, and we're gonna recommend this thing using the boss method. So look forward to that. How Donald Trump climbed back onto the Forbes 400. First of all, let's just take a moment to recognize that Bitcoin has been out since 2008, 2009. I believe the white paper was published in 08. You know, it started to get notoriety around 09. You know, had a Mt. Gox crash around 2012, bottomed out for about 2 years, and started his rally back in 2015. For those of y'all that don't know, I made my first video in 2017 when Bitcoin was about $400 or $500. I saw it rise from 200 to 400 to 500, and I was like, hold up now. I said, Apple ain't went up that fast. Google ain't went up that fast. Microsoft ain't went up that fast. What is this blockchain technology doing? And now we literally have countries that are buying it. And this man has said on record that he wants to make Bitcoin a part of the strategic reserve for the United States of America. He is pro-blockchain, pro-crypto. And as a result, I'm advocating, for his tenure, because any friend of the blockchain is a friend of mine. Former president transformed his fortune, converting a real estate empire into a political profit machine. You can't be mad at him. It ain't tricking when you got it. Donald Trump returns to the Forbes 400 list, richest Americans in the world. And this was interesting. He has a 60% stake in Trump Media and Technology. That is his publicly traded company. It's parent to a Truth Social, which is basically a social media platform. I was not aware of that. And it went from and added an estimated $2.1 billion to his net worth in the past year, right? That lifted his current net worth to $4.3 billion, putting him in the top 400 in the world. They're talking about some of his other side businesses. He has real estate, he's got golf, he's got media, and also he has licensing from his lucrative partnerships. But this video in particular, we are talking about Trump coin. This thing literally just came out, within the past few weeks. If you knew, what was happening back, what was this, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day 2025, boom, you could have got Trump coin right around $1.50, $1.60, right? Then we had a big jump going up to $3, and Donald Trump shut down the cryptoverse when he made a Twitter announcement saying that this thing was on the public market. That just happened yesterday. As the time now I'm doing this video, and as a result, Trump coin is now sitting at $53. Since I started putting this video together, it's already up. I think I started it right around 51. It's already up 5 or 6% within the past hour. So you're gonna see reports on different media conglomerates. This is what you always have to remember, right? This man is, one of the richest people in the world, and he speaks his mind freely, and he has multiple business models generating multiple billions of dollars. In other words, he's a puppet, but he one of the few puppets in the world that get to pull a few of his own strings. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them. It is not illegal. It may be considered unethical, depending on who you ask and what ethics class they took. But, it's definitely not illegal to monetize your political prowess. We have people in office right now, and I'm not gonna name any names, but they've made hundreds of millions of dollars, 240 in this case, doing nothing more than playing political puppetry with some of the top companies in the world. And that's just investing. Keep in mind, they've never served a day in prison, because apparently rich people don't go to jail, poor people do. But nonetheless, here we are. So this is our chance to leverage the moment, seize the moment, carpe diem, and literally follow the money. We have Trump media stock up 100%. Keep in mind, this is his publicly traded company, right? This man already has front money, for the blockchain-based asset, which is bringing in a gross profit of nearly $4 billion a year. They just showed you Trump was up, TRUMP, or Trump Media and Technology, TMTG, up 100%, nearly 100% year over year, made $4 billion liquid profit year over year. And this is why, this thing could be a bargain at $50. It's only 2 days, a day and a half into the cycle, and it's up to $50. This is unprecedented for a precedent. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's ever done this. No coin has ever done this. It went from, 10,000 to top 20 in 24 hours, just off of one tweet. That shows you the power that this man has to make money. It's crazy. It's crazy. And, they had other articles because he has other assets that are on the market. And he was like, I'm not selling it. Why would he sell it? Well, first of all, I think one of the things that they've mentioned with this coin is the tokenomics is not favorable whatsoever to the economy. I think Trump, it says the Donald Trump Revocable Trust owns 100% of CIC, which owns 80% of the supply. So essentially, you got a scenario where the company owns 80% and the rest of the world is fighting over the 20% that's outstanding. That doesn't sound like a very ideal situation, but when you think about the free world, that's pretty much how it is, with all of the money. You got probably even less than that. It's probably like 95% of the money is controlled, and the rest of the people fighting over that 5%. You know what I'm saying? So what I think is gonna happen, what can happen with this coin, I don't think he's interested in pumping it and dumping it. First of all, if he did that, if he rug pulled this thing like that Hawk Tour girl, if he rug pulled it, oh, he would definitely be looking at getting impeached, if not going to federal prison. Like, now that he's actually done this, and this is on public ledger, it's some scrutiny that's going to be following up as a result from any three-letter organization, every three-letter organization in the world. So I think this is gonna be up front, and on the up and up as far as legitimacy is concerned. But now you have a who's who of who's gonna buy it and who's not gonna buy it, right? We only got 20% of the circulation available to us, and right now that comes at a price of $50 a coin. Say this man, who is already making tens of billions of dollars liquid a year, say he puts 1% of his net revenue into buying back this coin. If you haven't heard of a stock buyback, it's actually what Wall Street does to decrease the supply that's outstanding, so that, as I said, it went from 80 to 90 to now it's all the way up to 95%. We got 95% of the people fighting over 5% of the wealth. Well, right now in this scenario, it's still at 80, but that may very well not be the case 2 years from now. I'm not saying this is gonna outpace, Bitcoin and flip the whole market, but they were just talking about the math on this thing. They said this asset in itself could easily make him the richest man in the world inside just a few months. If this thing gets to, I think, $1,000 a coin, he's the richest man in the world. I think after it gets to, I want to say $200, then he's richer than Michael Saylor, who's been buying Bitcoin, for the past 3 years with MicroStrategy. So I think it's a very, very, very interesting opportunity. He's a wild card, like he's the trump card. This is the last one that comes at the end of the game when all of the money is about to be made. Like, that's what we watching right now. It's like big joker, little joker, right? This is the top of the deck. And since he has advocated for Bitcoin, if we go back to Trump Bitcoin Nashville, right? This happened back in, I want to say September. July. Okay. Yeah, but he spoke, I believe, in September. Let's just call it, when did he speak? Oh, Saturday. So he spoke for Bitcoin. This was the National Bitcoin Conference, if you don't remember. He actually spoke at the National Bitcoin Conference Saturday, July 27th, right? So if we go back and just look at Bitcoin's price, what has happened since then, since Saturday, July 27th, this is the difference. When you have the leader of the free world advocating for an asset, guess what's going to happen? That asset is going to jump. And that's exactly what happened. Right now we're up almost 50%. And that's just been, that's Bitcoin. That's BTC. That's the granddaddy of them all. It don't get no bigger. Right? So what do you think he can do for his coin, with the money that he's making and the notoriety and the platform? Like, it's crazy. Like, the opportunities are literally unlimited. And I don't think he's in the business of deceiving America, publicly. I'll say that, for a few $1 million. Like, it's not in his best interest to do that. He recognizes that, America's a popularity contest, and a lot of people like him. How do you keep your friends? How did Warren Buffett keep his? You make him money, right? The man that makes the most money is the man that has the most friends, by definition. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot. Like, and this is what he's doing. He's giving other people the chance to make money. And it's almost like it's a bigger fool theory. Like, either you gonna be the bigger fool that pays more for a coin that doesn't really have much intrinsic value, or you're gonna be the bigger fool that doesn't because you think it should be worthless, right? And that, you could look at coins like Pepe coin. What's that based on? Absolutely nothing except a few memes. How much is it worth? Billions of dollars, right? So it's a whole new world right now, to where it's not so much the business model or the tokenomics or the partnerships. It's about how much money do you got coming in, how much money is gonna be going out, and how likely is that for that trend to continue, right? Oh, and by the way, as I said, he shut down the internet, releasing his coin 18 hours, top 20. The number one exchange in the world, Coinbase, said that they're going to integrate his coin into their platform, but they haven't even done it yet, right? And so that's probably going to double the price, because you got a lot of people that don't know how to get on CoinEx, don't even know what Bybit is, haven't even heard of Radium, They're on Coinbase. This coin is not on Coinbase. Yes, that's the number one liquid exchange in the world. It's not on crypto.com. It's on Binance, right? It's on OKX, but, it's on Kraken. So you got maybe 3 of the top 5, but you still got some big exchanges out there that this thing has not appeared on. So once that does, I believe this coin is probably going to jump into the mid 70s as it did earlier today. But I think as far as an analysis goes, let's see if we can jump into that. TRUMP. Real quick, if you haven't done it already, I will ask you to make sure you smash that like button. Hit that like button for me one time. It does miracles to help the algorithm push this video out to other people. I will be making more content, and I think there's a lot more to talk about. Like, look at that chart. This thing was sitting below like $5 for the better part of a month, and now it's up north of 50, right? And it could be, keep in mind, it could be a huge pump and dump, but as of right now, like, if we go down to this 11 minute, right? We go sit this thing down in 11 minutes. This is what we got. You got breakdown, you got consolidation, and you have a big wave coming behind it. You see how them bars is just squeezing in between that zone? I tell you, 3 out of 4 times when that happened, you got top down pressure, you got bottom up pressure, and you got a nice little trend coming in the middle. That thing wants to break out, and it wants to break that line. And once it breaks that line, it's going to be off to the races. So what we do here, it's hard to do it. I think if I wanted to do it, I would really have to go down to a 3. So let's do this real quick. There you go. There you go. This is the first trend right here. Boom, boom. Doesn't give us much. $70 is basically our ceiling. That's where we're at right now. Look at the waves on that, right? So this is our capstone for the time being. $76, $72 is our capstone. Right now, we bounced off of the 1.6. As long as we stay north of 43, this thing is going to want to go higher before it goes lower. Right now, we're trying to flux out of these limbo zones. 52, 50. Probably needs to get above, I'll say, 56. Once it does that, then you're going to see this thing probably open up and hit its head on the goalpost, as they say. It's going to run up to 62, 66. And probably before this man swears in tomorrow, you might see this thing tapping its head on 72 again. I don't see any reason not to speculate and jump in on this one. Like, you got $5 or $6 billion behind it already. You got liquid money flowing through it. A guy that literally prints his own money now. King Bobblehead is in the building. And this is the asset that he has for the world. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, if you ever actually seen like one of his press rallies, this man doesn't have a script. Like, he will just talk. He will freestyle, a cappella, no teleprompter for the better part of 2 hours, right? And so it's just awe-inspiring that he now has such a market, and now it's commoditized on the blockchain. You know, I remember his first campaign, like, he kept Twitter in business. Like, if you go back and look at Twitter's engagement during the first presidency that he ran, he made more money for Twitter than Twitter could make for itself. And so now it's like the tables have turned. And, you know, as long as this thing's sitting north of $42, now once it breaks, if it breaks, I'll say this point right here, and that's sitting at 38. As long as it stays above there, then it's good. Once it breaks above 56, then it's running up to 62, 64, and it's probably not going to look back. Once it breaks 62, then it's probably running a double top at 76. Once it gets above that, then let's see. That would be this one. That's going to get big. Look how they talk to each other, though. Then you're looking at $90. So, you know, this is the easy double up. I'm picking this for an easy double up probably before the month of January is over, right? Put that down, write that down. BK said Trump was gonna double up. I mean, it already doubled up. Like, honestly, the only reason I'm doing this video is because this morning I saw all the stuff on Twitter and LinkedIn talking about Trump coin. It was at $25, right? And I ran out, I did some stuff. By the time I got back home, it was already at 45. Right? And that's a 30% decline, 40% off to 70. It was at 70 a couple hours before that. So it went from 25 to 75. Now it's sitting back north of 50. That's the prime time to buy. I tell you, it's 3 parts to any given cycle. Breakout, breakdown, flatline. What's the next part? Bam! It's just that easy to get paid. This is TRUMP, the official version. I think is a buy on the boss method right now, given everything that's happening in the world. And this man is about to be front and center in front of the world. This is his asset. Bitcoin is a national partner of the United States from this point moving forward. And this is the opportunity at hand. So do with it what you will. Remember, do not invest any money you can't afford to lose. And as always, do your own research. And keep in mind, they got a lot of puppets been making a lot of money behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So when a man stand on his own 10 toes down and say, jump in with me, it's up to you. You know, bigger fool if you do, bigger fool if you don't, right? With that being said, it's that time of the day signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh.
Like